He was an absolute icon, and if it weren't for Hulk Hogan, there are many of us in the wrestling industry.
The wrestling world has been shaken to its core by the news of Hulk Hogan's passing. On July 24th, 2025, Terry Gene Bollea, universally known as Hulk Hogan, died at the age of 71 following a cardiac arrest. For fans, wrestlers, and generations who grew up with Hulkamania pulsing through their veins, this was more than just the loss of a celebrity. It marked the end of an era, the closing of a chapter that defined professional wrestling's golden age. A wave of tributes from wrestling legends. As the news broke, an outpouring of grief and respect flooded social media. Wrestlers past and present paid their heartfelt tributes, revealing just how deeply Hogan had touched the lives of those within the industry. First came The Undertaker, a legend in his own right, who posted simply, "I haven't been this shocked in such a long time. Rest in peace." For a man known for stoicism both in and out of the ring, that level of vulnerability said it all. Seth Rollins, one of today's most prominent superstars, added, "Wow, what a legend. He will get the send-off he deserves." Rollins, who grew up idolizing wrestlers like Hogan, represented a younger generation coming to terms with the loss of a childhood hero. Triple H, now one of the top executives in WWE, expressed the company's official sorrow, while also conveying a more personal sentiment. "We are all deeply saddened by this news and are sending all of our love to the family." The rise of Hulkamania. Long before the billion-dollar television deals and sold-out stadiums around the world, professional wrestling was a fragmented business, a collection of regional promotions that barely crossed state lines. That changed in the early 1980s, when Vince McMahon had a vision of nationalizing wrestling. But it would take more than a bold executive to achieve it. It would take a star. That star was Hulk Hogan. With his unmistakable red and yellow gear, golden handlebar mustache, and muscular frame, Hogan embodied everything fans wanted in a hero. His charisma wasn't just loud, it was electric. Every time he stepped into the ring, arenas would erupt. The chants of "Hogan, Hogan" became a national soundtrack. Beyond the ring, Hollywood and reality TV, Hogan's popularity transcended wrestling. He starred in No Holds Barred, appeared in TV shows, and lent his persona to countless action figures, video games, and commercials. In the early 2000s, he opened his home to the public through Hogan Knows Best, a reality show that pulled back the curtain on his family life. The series revealed the more human side of the Hulkster, a father navigating fame, marriage, and family conflict. The man once seen as invincible now came across as vulnerable, even fragile at times. But in many ways, that only deepened fans' appreciation. It reminded them that behind the bandana was a real man trying to hold everything together: struggles, scandals, and redemption. But the bright lights eventually faded. Hogan's life was not without controversy. Years of physical punishment from wrestling left him in chronic pain, requiring multiple back surgeries that severely limited his mobility. And in 2015, he faced one of the darkest chapters of his career. A leaked recording revealed him using racist language, prompting WWE to sever ties and remove him from the Hall of Fame. The backlash was immediate and brutal. For many fans, it was a painful reckoning. How do you reconcile the childhood hero with the flawed man? In time, Hogan apologized and attempted to make amends. WWE reinstated him into the Hall of Fame in 2018, acknowledging both the damage and his efforts to rebuild trust. His legacy became complicated, but not erased. Redemption, though not without criticism, became part of his story too. The final bow, despite his controversies, Hulk Hogan remained one of wrestling's most influential figures. He was the cornerstone of the industry's rise. Without Hogan, there's no WrestleMania, no Rock, no Cena, no billion-dollar WWE empire. That is the simple truth. As fans continue to mourn and reflect, the overwhelming sentiment is clear. Hulk Hogan was the foundation upon which modern professional wrestling was built. His impact can't be measured by titles or headlines alone. It's in the roar of the crowd, the children flexing in the mirror, the generations inspired to dream big. Now, as the curtain falls on Hulkamania, one thing is certain. Wrestling will never be the same again. Your one click can help us keep creating awesome stuff.